Hi everybody, this is Shah from Charlie's Angel Tarot, and this is your reading for December the 28th until the 3rd of January 2021. Now I'm using my new decks, and that is Ostara and also the Celebrations of Love and the AAA, the Audacious Action Angels Oracle. Okay, and the answer of the angels. I'm sorry the colors might seem off, but I have to use false light because even the daylight is too dark and it's getting really frustrating. So I hope you will forgive me, and remember, we've just come into Capricorn. I have to do the energy video on that as well, so I'm really busy and I love doing them. But here we go. This is your weekly reading for the end of December into the new year. So let's have a look if we see that the energy is changing here as well. Capricorn, the first card that you have is Judgment, and Judgment, I hope you can see it. I'll see whether I can bring it in a little bit. There you go. It might be better to hold up the cards. And you have Judgment, and you can see here that the Judgment, Archangel Gabriel holds the sword of justice above the two people rising from the dead. He is saying, go with the light, or go to the light. And this could be a new beginning or a second chance. Well, you do have a beautiful couple of cards in the midweek and at the end of the week. So you might be having a new start or a second chance this week. Remember, the energy can be on Monday, but it can also be at the end of the week. So see what relates to you. The second card that you have is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands being celebrations. Perhaps you might be getting married before you go into the new year on Wednesday. If not, you could be getting a proposal on Wednesday. There could also be an invitation to a wedding. Awesome. You might be buying a house or moving house, as the Four of Wands also represents a house. The four sticks, the four wands, form proper corners or resembles the corners of the house. So you might have found a house at long last that you want to buy or move into. There could be a new lease if you're not buying, and you're celebrating. Woohoo! And to confirm that, we have the Three of Cups. Okay, we've got one cup, two cups, and a third cup right there. Now these cards are beautiful, but you do have to see them a couple of times before it dawns on you. And here she's swimming with the frogs and holding her cup. Wow, she's celebrating. Usually it's depicted with friends and family, but I see another hand there holding a cup. You can see the fingers. I hope you can. So she's swimming, and it looks more like a fairy or an elf that is swimming in the pond or lake with the frogs and nature. And you see another hand here, and the eye, reflection of an eye of the other person. I think it's magical. So you will be celebrating with family and friends on Friday. Perhaps you might have spread the partying or celebrations between Christmas, on Christmas of course, and on New Year's Eve, or things like that. Because on the Friday On Friday it will be the first the 1st of January, so that's quite significant. And at the weekend you have the 5 of Swords, so be careful at the weekend that you what you say or what you do. You might be tired and you might be fed up after all the celebrations. After all, the weekend is the 2nd of January and the 3rd of January, and you might be oof, really tired and exhausting, because the build up to Christmas and New Year is really big, and boom, then you go down. Some of us can go down after celebrating. Okay, and you have the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Now this is, they're very glossy. So this is like a hare in a boat moving forwards, but holding on to everything he has. Now I can't get the glare off, or the darkness, and this is what I think is dreadful. Let's have a look if I switch off the lights. There you go. It's still, the background is too light for you to see it properly. Okay, so I hope you can see it. This is what it looks like. Can you now you can see it if I shadow it. That's beautiful colors. They're really pastel colors. Now the 4 of Pentacles of course means the miser, but it can also mean after a quarrel you are trying to hold, the quarrel could have been about money. It could have been that you are isolating yourself at the weekend to avoid a quarrel, or you might have had a quarrel just at the beginning of the weekend and you're isolating, you're trying to hold on to something. Perhaps you've closed yourself off to new ideas. Perhaps you've closed your solar plex and your heart, because he's holding it before his heart and his solar plex. So open up, open your mind, open your heart, open your solar plex to new things in the new year. Be ready to let go of control issues that is holding on to something, and you'll stifle it, whether it's a person, a pet or a project, and it will not bring any results. So open up. If you have been spending too much money, then tighten up the purse strings. That is the advice of this card at this moment. But open your solar plex, so let the joy, the love and positivity come in. You can't do with one without the other. There's always two sides to something. So don't isolate yourself. Meditate, rest and evaluate, contemplate, meditate, so that you know what step you're going to take next. Now the other card that we have is from the Audacious Action Angels, and it looks like baby shoes. First things first, baby shoes. Perhaps you might be, because you've opened up and you're celebrating, like I said, you might be in a new home or a new project, or you might have a new passion, because you might have a second chance at a relationship or a partnership. But you have to be careful what you're saying. I wouldn't say anything this week, but just let the business be the business in the office hours, not just after New Year. It is in its baby steps. There could be an idea of something that you want to put out into the material world. That could be in its baby steps. You could find that you're pregnant, so that could be also a disagreement about expanding the family or getting pregnant. So be careful. This is what the card looks like. Again, too light. The light is really awful at the moment. but it's a beautiful little card. And the message of the card, since the new, I've given you first my definition, and now I will give you the message from the book. Take your first steps to the next place on your path. It is okay to wobble. So make sure that you know as much information and that you've opened your heart, your solar plex, and to new ideas, so that you will not wobble or fall over. Make that something is going to be built if you take your time correctly and you sort everything out on proper foundations, because you've got the Four of Wands. Now the Strength card, you are in your strength and you're stronger than you think you are. You're in the house 8, so money is coming to you because that's the house of money and strength. So you're really standing with 2 feet firmly on the ground. And you've got the golden planet here. It looks like the city of Atlantis. The message here is you are being inspired to forgive a relative for a past hurt. Well, there you are. You could have, that might come round again, a second chance, so you might have to forgive a relative or a friend. The relative may still be alive or have passed on. Regardless, call his person into your inner temple and have a heart-to-heart dialogue with them and forgive them. Remember to ask their forgiveness for your part in this situation. Give thanks. So that is a beautiful card. Okay, that's the collection of the oracle, love oracle. So show your love. There's different types of love. There's romance love, brother and sister, mother and father love. So if somebody has done you wrong or you've had a quarrel, then forgive them. If they're not here, then go within and meditate. Now I can understand what that 4 is, because the 4 of Swords is also meditation, and the 4 of Cups, you're also in your head thinking, and the 4s I think are meditative cards. So forgive and call upon them. And the answer of the angels is the situation will improve. Okay, now you can see how she glows even if in the dark. So go within and connect with your inner light, your higher self, and ask for forgiveness and forgive those that have done you wrong. I hope you have enjoyed this reading, and if you would like to see all the cards one by one, then have a look at the review, my darlings. Happy New Year, and thank you for your support. Please like and share, and make sure you click that bell on all and set your settings correctly in YouTube and in your device. Then you'll get notified when new videos are loaded up or when I go live. Take care. Love you all.